Guys, Matt Catchy's back at the fishing location. Just going to do a quick time lapse to get my stuff up, and then hopefully have some good fish out tonight. You can see quite a few perch jumping in front of my peg. I was debating bringing my perch rod, but I was stupid and didn't bring it, so we're not having any perch out. So we'll get to the time lapse, setting my stuff up, and then get my rods in. Right guys, just going to show you what rig I'm using today. I'm using the 8-inch stiff boom with a size 6 wide gap hook with the kicker on it, the quick release, and just a screw for the bait, which is a 16mm krill buoy, and I've got a little rubber stop. This is one thing I'm just going to say to everybody, which surprisingly what I've found is quite a few people don't know, and I've caught fish and they still had the rigs in the mouth with a lead on because of this. So this here is a lead safety clip. The idea is if this lead gets snapped, if your line gets snapped off, this lead ever gets caught in anything, it can easily just pull off, as you can see. So what I've found with a lot of them is they're called death rigs. So this rubber's only supposed to be on halfway. About there, that's fine. But I've seen some people, and I don't know how they get it all the way up, but they'll pull them up to about here, right up to where the lead is. So no matter what, if that ever got snagged, it's staying on. The fish is not getting out unless they can spit the hook out. But they might not be able to spit the hook out because of the weight of the lead dragging on the floor. So I've pushed that up as far as I can get it. There you go. And there's no way that's getting off. There we go. That is quite hard. Imagine that for a fish in the water. So make sure you only have it pulled on a little bit. And then there you go. Nice and simple. It can come off in a snag and it's not harming the fish in any way. Just thought I'd let you know. Now I'm going to get the rods in. Right guys, I do apologise. I forgot to add, I will be adding a PVA bag of the crushed up krill buoys just onto each hook, just so there is a little bit of bait around the krill buoy. So when they find it, they suck it up, and then suck the hook up as well. It'll be a bit more masked in the silt as well. So I'll whack the rods out, get a bit of bait in, and then get some food on, I think, or a cup of tea. Right guys, just trying to sort my GoPro out for on my landing net over there, as you can see. I was going to include in the last video when I caught that fish, a clip of me actually landing the fish from the landing net's point of view, like it's set up for, but my SD card went corrupt, so I ordered a new one, a SanDisk Ultra. There you go, focus a bit. SanDisk Ultra, which we'll do yesterday at game today, so that's good postage, good on Royal Mail. So we're just trying to set it up, set the angle up on my phone, just recording in 2K. It is only a GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black, but the footage, we'll see how the footage comes out. So if we get a fish, you got that to look forward to in the video. So I'm just going to stick this on and then make a cup of tea. Right guys, as you can probably see, the lake is very dark. Just making some tea if the focus. I've got some the chicken and the stir fry noodles cooking in the ridge monkey. Then let's stir. There we go, look at that for a stir, mate, look at that. So this is my tea. Just going to make me tea up. I've had a couple of knocks on my rods, on that right hand rod and the left one actually. The bobbins have just gone up a bit. So I'm just keeping an eye on them, trying to move the shadow out of the way. But yeah, I'll get back to you when this is cooked. Alright guys, I'm just going to video just in case, because that, as you can see, this left hand side bobbin, that's just had a take on it. So we might be in for a fish in a minute. Just move that bobbin back. I hope it's not a bream, but hopefully it's a carp, just as my tea is cooking. So I'll keep an eye on that. And there we have it guys. Look at that. Top notch food, sitting in the dark, watching my rods. Look at the steam coming off, it's piping hot. Got a bit of chilli powder, a bit of sweet chilli sauce, soy sauce, salt and pepper I think it is on here. Just some quick microwave stir fry noodles that's cooked in the pan. And ooh, fish just jumped. And really, you can't beat it, it's a perfect meal. So I'm going to eat this, watch my rods, hope for a fish. But I mean, when I've finished eating this obviously, so I can eat it. So speak to you guys in a minute. Right guys, just watching a film and that run I've had took off. But there's nothing on unfortunately. I know, I do realise my alarms are a bit loud, but I am the only person on the lake. So I've had a run on both of them. It might be the PVA bag, so I might make a couple more up and cast them out. See what happens. But yeah, that's weird that. I had one on each. Must be just picking up the bait around it, so I might actually leave them, see what happens. And if nothing happens, stick a PVA bag on them. Wish me luck. Guys, it's currently about 10:30, nearing 11 o'clock. I've had a couple of runs and beeps, but nothing stayed on unfortunately. So I think I'm going to leave it until the morning. So if we get fish in the night, we'll have a video clip of the fish and should be able to test out my new GoPro rig. So see you guys in the morning. Just woke up because I've had a run and I've had a knock on both rods now, just like runs, but nothing's hooked on it, just a couple of takes. And look at this little fella. He's webbed up quick, hasn't he? He's on my brolly. I've got a little friend right by my head though. So he's stopping the flies, isn't he? Not doing any harm, he stay there till tomorrow. So yeah. Right guys, how are we all doing? It's 10 to 2 on this fine beautiful morning and we've got our first mirror in the net. So let's get it out, have a look at it. Take a look at this mirror guys. He is absolutely beautiful. This tops by far the best fish that I've caught so far. I've only had commons out of this lake. This is the first mirror I've had. 14 pound, I think it was 6. He's breathtaking. He has got a little nick on this side. That might be from spawning earlier on in the year that's just healing over. But other than that, he's pristine condition yet again. Gonna put him back, get a photo with him first. Right, it's currently 2 o'clock I think it is now. Just have a first mirror out of this lake and I am over the moon. Oh, I'm so happy. It's the first mirror down. It's got a linear. That'd be nice. That's the next one on the list to tick off. So that was £14.6. absolutely mint condition fish. Just had a couple of wounds on each side. So it must have been from spawning, it looked like, just where it's rubbed up against something. Put a bit of antiseptic on that where the hook's been, just to help it seal up and heal, not get infected, and help the fish live a longer life. So we're just going to make some PVA bags up, get them put on my rigs, put some new hook bait on, because I think that's come off. And then I think I have to have a cup of tea. So see you guys in the morning if we don't have another fish before. Morning, it's currently 9 o'clock. Just about to get some breakfast on. Not going to bother throwing a bit of bait in, I might throw some inches before I go. But I had that beautiful mirror in the night. I was speechless with that. It had almost an orange stripe going through the side of it, like how a zip linear would with the scales, but it was almost like a faded orange stripe. Which, it was a beautiful fish. It was only £14.6, it wasn't the biggest. But that was my first mirror out of here, so well chuffed with that. It's just a linear to tick off out of here. Then getting through to some of the originals and some of the bigger fish. So I'm going to make some breakfast and then see how the day goes. I think I'm only going to be stopping till 11 o'clock because it's the only time I can get a lift home. Other than that, it's going to be 8 o'clock at night. So yes guys, and I'm going to make my breakfast. There we have it guys, cheese toasty, looking beautiful as always. No fish on top, water's clear so I could come down with a perch rod later, but have a look, might do, might not. So we're going to eat this, might make some super noodles as well, but go have a cup of tea as well. Then sadly I think we're going to start packing up, so I'll speak to you guys in a minute. Right guys, currently 10 o'clock, well 10:05. I'm just going to start packing up, going to pack bivvy up, bed up, I'm just going to leave my rods in for a bit. Then about 10:30 I'm going to have to start the walk back because that walk is a monster. So yeah, got that to look forward to. So we had a good session, had the first mirror out, absolutely beautiful mirror. Put up quite a good fight. It took me under some trees just there, I don't know whether you can see them on the camera. But I don't know what I got snagged on, but it got to the point I had to put my rod down and grab hold of my line to pull it out of the trees. And luckily I could see the fish splashing, it was right on the edge. If it did get stuck, worst come to worst, I could have got it. But it came out, managed to land the fish. Got the GoPro footage of landing the fish, so we've got that to look forward to. Hopefully this SD card doesn't go corrupt, I know my last one did. So I'm trusting you, GoPro, save that footage. It's been a mint session. I can't wait to come down here again. I think I might come do some perch fishing before my next session down here. Drop a comment if you'd like to see some perch fishing videos. And this is Matt Catches signing out. See you in the next one.